Hey, over there, Joe Lunchbox.
And his wife, Joy Nightingale.
And today, we were in Cooperstown, New York for... No, you might be thinking, oh, they're in Cooperstown. They must be going to the Baseball Hall of Fame.
No, you're wrong.
You're wrong. Way off. I like weirdness. I like the odd.
We're not that sportsy-ish.
Speak for yourself. I got the guns. No, I don't. No, but we're here to go to the Farmers Museum, which is going to be interesting. There's something in here that's magical. I'm excited to see it. I'm not going to say sideshow related, even though it sort of is.
Kinda.
Let's just say classic blow-offs, if you know sideshow and terminology.
Okay.
So that's what we're going to see. But we're also going to see everything else that there is to see in this museum. So step right up. Let's go for this ride. Welcome to the Farmers Museum, an 1840 village and farmstead. We're in between 10 and 5, good. Visit on our working farm? Yes, we will visit those animals. We will explore the historic village. We will see historic characters come to life. We will ride the Empire State Carousel. And we will see the Cardiff Giant. I wonder what that might be. So Joy, it looks like we entered the museum, and right when we went in, the first thing is the thing I came here to see.
Went and see. We just wanted to give it to you right away.
Oh yeah, no holding back right here. So the thing we came here to see at the Farmers Museum is the Cardiff Giant. Now, some back history. The Cardiff Giant was dreamed up in the 1860s by a man named George Hull. He was a cigar manufacturer in upstate New York, and he also was an atheist. He believed people were gullible by religion, so he decided to get this giant block of stone, carve it to a giant, sort of based off him, pour sulfuric acid on it, beat it up a little, make it look weathered. He buried at his friend's farm in Cardiff. About a year later, they called some people they said, "We want a well dug." So these well diggers came thinking they were digging a well.
Okay.
And when they were digging the hole, they found this giant. And
sneaky.
he was saying, "It's a petrified man. Come see my petrified man." And a lot of people didn't believe, but a lot did. There was a lot of religious. I forgot the scripture in the Bible that talks about when giants walked the earth, and they believed it. They were like, "Oh, this thing's amazing." And he was laughing, taking some money from them, and ha.
Yeah, why not?
Had to pay to see his Cardiff Giant. And then the problem was that P.T. Barnum heard of this and created his own and started touring the world with his Cardiff Giant. And they both appeared in New York City at the same time at one point. And the myth of the Cardiff Giant was debunked because there was two of them. And then this one was in storage and sold to people and all that. And then New York State bought it from whoever was the last owner. Now we paid admission to come see the Cardiff Giant and stare at a big piece of stone. There it is. Cardiff Giant, taller than Goliath, whom David slew. 10 feet 4.5 inches tall. 6 million people have paid to see him. P.T. Barnum offered $150,000 for the giant, the most valuable single exhibit in the world today. On October of 1869, the giant figure was unearthed. Now he's recognized as an important part of Americana. That was them digging the well and they found him in the thing. Joy, we can't have a blow-off this big in our side, so I don't think we can transport him in the minivan.
Darn.
I wish.
That'd be cool.
Anyway, we saw the Cardiff Giant, but we figured, let's check out the rest of the barn. And Mom's with us on this adventure ahead, too. She's running ahead.
It's actually a really big door.
Joy.
Yes.
You didn't close the door. Did you grow up in a barn? We are in the old barn building. Joy, look at this old...
The cow milker?
Yeah, these are old cow milkers. On the second floor of this barn, and it's pretty cool. I like the building itself. Got some old hearses, some sleighs, some tools. Ooh, I didn't even notice the horse head. I wonder if that's an old Carousel horse head. Joy.
Yes.
Did you know they made a movie about this?
About which?
This guy, the shoemaker.
What is it called?
Well, there's a song in it. It goes, "Shoemaker, shoemaker, make me a shoe."
No.
No?
No. I'm going hard with you with this one just because I actually like the original movie.
So how's the song go?
It goes matchmaker, matchmaker, make me a match.
Oh, that's
find
from,
me a
wait,
find, catch me a
Matchmaker,
catch.
Matchmaker. That's that movie Firestarter, right?
No.
No?
No.
What's the movie?
Fiddler on the Roof.
Oh, my mistake. I was way off on that one. Here's some old carriages. They hung the sleighs up high. You know why the sleighs are high?
Why are they so high?
So you know about Santa. He would fly in his sleigh. So that's what sleighs were meant. They were the first planes.
I can actually. I'm gonna get behind you with that story.
It's Santa's sleigh. I'm claiming it now. A cool carriage hearse here. It's called a circular hearse because of the round the corners and the elliptical window. I like this one. This green one over here is the one I'd want. I'd be up there riding, making the horses go. Enjoy. Be hanging out in there with her friends. I'll call them your posse.
No, you can chill with the posse back
Okay.
there. I'm taking control of the horse.
Oh, Joy wants full reins of the rain.
Yeah. This is pretty cool. I am so excited. It's Carousel. You know me and my carousels.
So this carousel is awesome. Joy's on a rabbit. I'm on Bucky the Beaver.
Everything on this carousel is all about New York State. Take a look around. The yellow panels on the inside are associated with the Gulf War of the state. The hand-carved mirrors above those panels, each coming from a different region of the state, and the artifacts on the mirrors tell about that region. And then circling the entire carousel are rounding boards with individual hand-painted murals, each showing a different scene of New York State. As you think, we'll get started.
It's right near us, Joy. That one's Levittown.
Which one is that one? I know, it's I have the United Nations over here.
I like these little trash pans in.
Bucky the beaver is the lead animal and the state mammal. Our best nighttime thief is Reggie Raccoon. Of course, we got
Reggie Raccoon. Checked into
So did you hear that, Joy?
I have the Easter Day Bunny.
You have the East State Bunny, but I have the lead animal of the carousel, Bucky the Beaver.
And here we go to the museum one that's not able to ride.
What we learned is all the animals are from different things about New York, and the paintings along the side, regions are from where people are. There's Levittown, New York, where we're from, and the mirrors are from different regions. The paintings are different stories of New York.
I read that.
P.T. Barnum.
Benjamin Cardiff.
Ah. I do like a museum you could ride. Never pass up Carousel.
I love it. I love it. This is great. I love it. And it doesn't go too fast, so it's not getting us dizzy.
No, and I do get most tickets on carousels, even though I love them going the hallways.
He had his own commission. So that was actually
Looking at all the different figures.
right. And then eventually
We got the moose, we got the thing.
okay. And he put them side by side, the one he had made and this one in the tent and the
And there's the
traveling
P.T.
show.
Barnum.
We charged people $1 and look at them both side by side. Yeah. Which back then was a half a lot of money.
What?
Weeks back or something.
I like Ernie the Goose. What's that? Is that our mirror?
Long
That's the Long Island mirror. I like
Yeah,
this.
this actually spent
Rochester.
East Islip being on purpose to be about New York State and picked 11 different.
I like this, Joy. The Sunnydale. And it's actually the milk. Clarissa. The Sunnydale cow.
Super cute. Oh, is that their names? All of it?
Yeah, all the animals have a name. Louis the Loon. Willie, yeah. Oh, I like Sophia the skunk.
Oh, this is cool. It's the Greater NYC. Greater NYC one. That's really awesome. Like the Big Apple
Yeah.
and stuff with the skyline. Oh, that's super
I
cool.
like you have the Yankees and the Mets. And the Mets being in Cooperstown, you gotta have a little baseball in the video.
I totally not even.
Sal the donkey.
No, there's a lot of, I used to.
I like the dog too.
People used to ask me all the time, would you love to live there in this time period, 1850s? It's like, no, it's nice to visit for the day.
Ooh, Hudson Valley one.
I just used to make, we have about 1,000 here in New York. Yeah, they're starting to move south out of the Adirondacks, so I know there's more. There was a picture last year of one taken down in Milford. There was a sighting in Bridgewater where I live, and then another sighting over in Madison down there. Antique show. So.
Yeah, well, they would say no.
Hi.
Then they will
Talking about the Carousel, New York, a museum you can ride on. Empire State Carousel, which began in 1984 and completed in 2003, was created by 1,000 volunteer carvers, quilters, painters, and woodworkers from all over New York, built on the restored framework of an Allen Herschel 1950s era machine. It was designed as a tribute to the traditions of our state and a testament to the talent of our craftspeople. I like the horse named Buttercup. That was the first horse I ever rode when I was a little kid, Joy. Its name was Buttercup.
Yeah, at the Long Island on her shoulder there, where the blue stone is, that is East Ice. That's East Iceland, where the carousel came to life as you see it today. Of course, the Montauk Lighthouse, one of the most famous East Coast lighthouses. And a basket of food goodies, because Long Island is our top food producer in New York State. Most people don't think of downstate, you know, as being the food producer, but you guys have a really strong farm program, especially the eastern part of the island still. The vineyards are becoming more popular there, so he carved the likeness of her, and as it was getting painted in the end stages, the real merry-go-round, the dog would come in and growl at it before she'd go roll the wood chip. So Jerry took that as a compliment. He did a really good job carving it. But being as it took 20 years to redo the carousel, she had passed away. So what Jerry did was took his blueprint to what he thought the carousel would look like. He hollowed out the tube behind the saddle, slid the blueprint in there, and sealed it back up. So his dog will always carry the blueprints to his carousel.
That's awesome.
A little secret, there you go around the dog. And Bear, he was actually one of our first frontiersmen in New York State.
Oh, okay.
If you look on the saddle blanket, that's a map of the Finger Lakes over in western New York. And the gold medallion at the top of the Finger Lakes is Waterloo, New York, and a guy named Sam Bear founded Waterloo, New York.
I like these towns names we learned.
Yeah.
They let amateur carvers carve them. Looking at all the towns like Baldwin, all these things close to us. Port Jeff, Oceanside,
And Georgia.
Stony Brook. Is my favorite. Teddy Roosevelt. I found where we are. There's Cooperstown. I found Flushing. No, none of our hometown, but all the towns around us. Some Eleanor Roosevelt. Ooh, we even got Pete Seeger up there. Joy, this has to be one of my favorite carousels ever. It's really cool seeing how they started by carving with the carved blocks and then chiseling it to make it. Yeah, they show how to carve a duck. So if any of you want to carve a duck, there you go.
Well, our military band organ is actually part of the Empire State Carousel. Typically your band organ would be in the center of your carousel, but being as we have the center of our carousel filled up with the artwork and we have a facade on our band organ, they decided to make it a separate exhibit, which I think is a good idea. The exhibit is inside a wagon, so we can actually open an overhead door, hook onto the wagon, tow it out to events. As a result of that, all the sound comes out to the carousel and it plays on a paper roll that has a series of holes punched in it, passes across the metal bar with a series of holes. When the appropriate holes lines up, it activates the instruments that's inside. The organ itself was made by the Stinson Organ Company in 1990, so it is a contemporary machine. It has over 100 instruments inside of it. One of my favorite instruments is the Downy Woodpecker down here on the wooden block. Sometimes gets in on the action if his actual part is cut into the paper roll and his music is in there. He'll get it. George Cohan was one of our entertainers during the vaudeville period. John Philip Sousa was our Marine band leader and wrote lots of great patriotic music, as did Irvin Berlin, who was one of our immigrants from Russia who come over and wrote some great music and had a great voice himself. And they added the state mammal, which is the beaver on either side there. We got the rose, which is our state flower, and of course all our food goodies that we grow from across New York State.
So just briefly looking at the cute like little plaque that they have it there, all the 20, I think it's the 25 animals that are on there represent our wild and domestic animals of New York State.
That was cool. So we've done a Cardiff Giant, we've done a Carousel. Now we
I'm
still
good.
have, I am good too, but I do like seeing more. Much more. And now we have
Oh boy, oh.
the historic
down-
village. There's a store. Can we go buy some old stuff?
Stuff and things.
Stuff and things and stuff. Let's go check it out. Westcott shop. Built around 1850 in the back. This front has been built in 1845. I bet you a lot of witches come here around Halloween, get those brooms. We're in this old building. It's one of the old houses here. I like the map that would show what America would be at that point in time. Joy, does it say what time this house is from? The sitting room,
oh.
including game.
Reproductions from about
1845, all right. Got some toys. This would be sitting room. Even though no one's sitting or standing, it's completely empty. I want to pet the baby cow. Little bull. No, he had a little bull. I'm gonna make him charge me. Hey, hey. You're cute and that ain't no bull. Actually, it is. Mr. Bull, can we pet you? In the darkness of set, looking at the bleeding lancets scar fader.
Vaccination.
I was looking at the bleeding implements, the dental tools, vaccinations, to minor surgeries.
Veterinary.
Do you want to like minor surgeries? Mm-hmm. I do not consider a surgical sore a minor surgery.
Oh yeah, it's a little.
Or it's gonna chop off your egg.
Just,
Minor
no big
surgeries.
deal.
Joy, when we go into pharmacy, does it feel like going home?
Feels like work.
This page that I have open says general official directions. Official, if you see the word official after the name of a plant, you know they're talking about a plant that had a
is cool.
specific preparation that was used in pharmacy. 100 years
What I
of
like in
European
pharmacy is
medicine. And
We have the leech for the bleeding.
the upside to this book is because it was printed in the United States, I can
You
look
want to try one?
for the English name, and then when I turn to the page,
We have a little garden here. So if any of you are lost in the woods, right here, this plant here, it's called lamb's ear. It works really well as toilet paper. Super soft, very nice on the bum. You feeling holy? Because we're about to go to church.
Oh.
It's very plain, but very beautiful. It's called the Lippett Farmhouse, and this was originally from 1800s, from Hinman Hollow, New York. Enjoys playing with the babies. Who do we have here? Mr. Goat. This is the size garden I want.
Did I go outside?
With
Just
their
have like,
tomatoes or cabbages.
just have like a wood plank and just like tomato. Boom. And this is all you got in there.
I found a cute little cow. Just mooing away, chewing its cud.
Oh. Let me see. The chicken running away now.
Mr. Bull, you only have one horn.
Oh, I think we get into a fight.
Where's your other horn? Oh yes, hello. Come here.
Hi, baby. How are you?
I couldn't pet a cow, but she could pet a horse. They're like, oh yeah. Joy, what are you naming the horse?
I don't know. I'm gonna name it. I'm gonna take you home with me.
I pet the horse.
So what do you think of the Farmers Museum?
I love it. It makes me as happy as a pig in the mud. Like that guy.
He's so in the shade. There we go.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, he's going home. Now you can kind of pet it. You're gonna try to pet the cow. Oh, sweetheart. Hey. Oh, you're so sweet. Oh, I know. I sometimes say that too.
Yeah.
You're happy now? You pet the cow.
Yeah. How old's the cat?
2 months.
Oh.
Born the 20th of June.
Aw.
Name's Teddy.
Hey, Teddy.
Teddy, you're so sweet.
So that was it. Farmers Museum here in Cooperstown. I love it. Got to see the Cardiff Giant.
Got to pet some animals.
Got to pet some animals. Got to ride a carousel. All in all, good spot to come to visit, I figure. So, yeah, if you ever find yourself around here, come check it out. Give the carousel a ride for me. But for now, Farmers Museum, been there, done that. Remember, folks, safe travel, good eats, and live life.
Oh yes, hello.